drummingforlife.com. Hey there, it's Vaughn at drummingforlife.com. Aloha, hope you're doing well. So today I want to share with you about the most important accent in jazz. And this accent is kind of a make or break accent. And I can hear instantly if drummers have got it or they don't. And actually any instrumentalist. Now I go into a lot of detail about this, and also I go into some really helpful patterns, practice patterns you can use to master this feel in my Brushes Mastery course, and that's at jazzdrumschool.com. So I hope you'll check that out. Before we go into all this, I want to just make sure you know you can subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you do that. And go ahead and swish that like button and leave a comment. I love to connect with you, and I do respond to all of my comments. So the most important accent in jazz is that third note of a triplet. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that third note is really important. Now I'll just play a little for you, and you can kind of hear, you'll hear where that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm sure you can hear kind of what I'm doing there, right? I'm kind of like down, 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 that kind of feeling. Now I teach a lot of vocalists and other instrumentalists, pianists and other instrumentalists we just do rhythm training. And especially, the students, they want to learn how to sing or play jazz. And that's one of the things that I always touch on. By the way, if you are wanting that kind of training, you're another instrumentalist, you can sign up for drum lessons, and I'll doing the Zoom format, and I'll share the information later for you, but just want you to know that is available as well. But I do this whole training around it, and this is one of the most important things I teach. And it's really kind of astounding in the beginning how little people can feel that. And that is, to me, is the real problem. If you can't feel 2 and 4, for instance, counts 2 and 4, and if you can't feel that upbeat, that last note of the triplet, and really feel it, really have it internalized, you're missing out on jazz, because that's where jazz is, right? That's where jazz lives, and it doesn't live on count 1. And if we can get away from feeling count 1 all the time and count 3, and really embrace 2 and 4, and really embrace that third note, we really can do a lot more with our playing. Let me play again real quick. I'll do another different camera angle for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you kind of get the idea. I mean, this is all about that kind of forward motion, right? And when we can feel that note and we can feel that pulse, it just changes everything we do and changes how we approach the drums and changes how we feel about playing the drums, and how the phrasing that comes out of us is different too. One of my favorite drummers of all time, and I'm sure one of yours too, is Elvin Jones. And he was just a master of that. He could have that forward motion like a locomotive. I mean, it was like a train, man, that thing. He could just drive and drive and drive, and he had that kind of forward motion in his playing. It was so powerful. In fact, when I went to see him play, when I was at Berkeley in Boston, I went to go see him play. And I remember meeting him and thinking, wow, what an amazing, he's this huge man, but very, very kind. And I said, oh, I'm so glad I could see you play. Thank you for your beautiful drumming. And he said, thanks for coming to the show, man. You know, he was like a real nice guy. And he had a stage weight in front of his little 18-inch bass drum as he was hitting so hard. He just had that kind of power, that kind of forward momentum. And I think that if you can master that note and get that feeling really inside, it's going to come out in your playing in really powerful ways, and you are going to move that music forward and get away from the boxiness of counts 1 and 3. So one way you can do this, okay, is you can actually, a real easy way to do this is to just play your hi-hat on tune 4, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to think triplets. So we're going to be thinking triplets, feeling triplets. Let's slow down a little bit. So what I'm doing there, I'm subdividing inside, right? Subdivision is also another important skill, especially when we play really slow ballads or things like that. We want to have this kind of internal subdivision going on. So I'm subdividing all those quarter notes into eighth notes, into triplet eighth notes. Right? See what I'm doing there? So it's that kind of like you're hitting the last note, clapping the last note of the triplet, and you're keeping your 2 and 4 locked down, all right? And this is a really good practice without even picking up drumsticks to start developing that internal time, that internal timing, okay? Okay, real simple, real easy, really effective way to kind of start to really internalize that whole thing. Now, one thing I do with vocalists is I have them sing the melody of a song, like if we sing like a melody for a famous jazz standard, and I have them take all those melody notes and put them on the upbeat, so put them on the last note of the triplet. And that's a really effective way to do it too. Now, I'm not going to sing famous jazz standard melodies for copyright issues, but you can go out and find, like, a really easy one to do is to take Bye Bye Blackbird, and you can just sing all the notes on, and don't sing them normally where you would sing them, but or hear them or play them, but sing them on the upbeat to da 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 da, okay? And that's a really helpful to start developing your sense of timing as well. And for drummers, I always recommend that you learn how to sing melodies of the jazz standards that you play, so that you're aware of those melodies and how to interact with those melodies. So this is also a great opportunity to do that. So I encourage you to check that out. I know that it's one of those things that maybe takes a little time to become natural, but I know you can do it, and I encourage you to work on that if you haven't already. So basically just a few more things I want to share with you. I'm always working hard to support your drumming, and my goal is always to inspire and motivate you to be the best drummer you can be. And I have a lot of things that I've put together for you to do that. One of them is my blog, and I have many different blog posts. They're all focused on helping you develop your drumming and music business and health and all kinds of things. So I hope you'll check that out. I also teach private lessons, as I said earlier. I teach for drummers and for other instrumentalists, pianists, vocalists, saxophonists, basically anybody who's looking to work on their rhythm. I can help you with that as well. And I also teach, obviously, drummers, a lot of drummers. So I encourage you to go and sign up for drum lessons at vonbaronstore.com. And while you're over there, you can also download some drumless tracks, some drum practice tracks that are mostly focused on jazz that are going to help you prepare for the bandstand. And I have my jazzdrumschool.com where my brushes mastery course is housed currently. And that's a great course. It's really the most complete online brushes course that's out there. And it's going to help you connect a lot of dots and help you be able to really use your brushes on the bandstand, playing jazz with other cats. So that's our goal. So I hope you'll go check that out. And all that is, of course, at jazzdrumschool.com. So thanks so much for watching. And as I always say, keep on drumming. Take care.
drummingforlife.com